Hey guys, what's going on? Legit Arts Gaming here with another video, and this is going to be my skilling for profit guide. And first off, I just want to say real quick, guys, do any of you know how to get rid of matched third-party content or copyright notices? Because I do have a lot of YouTube videos up about RuneScape, and I can't figure out how to get the content rights to that. And so YouTube has actually threatened to take down most of my videos so far. So if any of you right off the bat can just tell me how to get rid of those, so possibly I don't have to get all my videos removed. Otherwise, I will have to start removing my videos, my very first few videos, actually probably over 100 videos. So I don't really want to do that because it's kind of like my history on this channel with you guys. But anyway, onto the skilling for profit guide. This is what you guys chose most. I may go to Chaos Elemental later today to see what kind of drops I can get there, maybe the best drop. But first off, I do want to say there are so many skills out there, guys, that we do not know about, and so many money making guides that we don't know about, and I need to expose those somehow. But there are so many skills that you can actually profit with, and the first one I want to start with is farming. So I'm going to do a quick farming run, guys. Actually started already, so I already have 3 toad flax. And for all of those of you out there who don't have the farming levels required, I know the first time I started doing farming, of course, when I was at level 1, I had no idea what to do. Is it level? Oh my gosh, I just forgot what level you start out for a skill. I was thinking back in the day when you actually started out total level 3. And I remember I had this friend who was always lying to me, and he said he started RuneScape, and I was like, okay, what level do you start when you start RuneScape? And he goes, level 1, and then everyone was just like, no, dude, you start level 3. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. But when you're level 1 farming, I know when I was level 1 farming, I had no idea what I was doing. Just take Guam seeds or Marintel seeds and actually use your Squeal of Fortune spins and use just 1 lamp. All you need is 1 lamp, and I think let's just actually look up the farming guide real quick. And you can do Guams and Marintels, I think, relatively really early. So you shouldn't need to use that many. Yeah, so Guam is actually level 9. Level 9 farming literally does not take any time at all. You can get that probably within 20 to 30 minutes just playing at each patch, cabbage, stuff like that. Look it up, it's not that hard. And then you can start doing Guam and Marintel, and once you do that, you can get to level 50 farming very, very fast. So let's get to it, guys. My very first skilling for profit guide is going to be on farming, so let's do this. Toad flax seeds are about at most they're 1k each. I know they sell for a lot less than that, and then the profit is just all that. 1 farm run to 1 herb patch like this can pay off for all your seeds that you use for the whole thing. And super compost is definitely worth it, guys. Just invest in it. I bought 1k super compost. They're a bit more expensive, anywhere from 950 to possibly 1k each in the GE. They could be lower though if you wait. But as you see here, this is just from 1 herb patch, and this pays off for all my seeds I will be using probably for the whole day. 28k already. So that's very good. I'm going to note these real quick. So we started out at 40 herbs. And let's see what I finish off for. I got 9 herbs from that 1 patch. I do recommend doing the fairy tale quest for skilling for profit, but those of you who are wanting to know how to make money often do not have a lot of the quests done, but do the fairy tale quest. They're worth your time. I know Christmas break is coming around, and a lot of you do have time to be spending on this, but then you do run into these kind of things, dead herbs. Excuse me. And dead herbs are basically the main reason I do not do high level herbs like Landidime or Snapdragon, because I'm scared that I will actually have them die and I'll lose money off of it. So I don't actually ever do high level herbs, and you don't really have to, because herbs like Irit and Avanto are really cheap, and toad flax as well, and they just reap benefits. They reap you profit the whole way through. So of course I do have unfortunately I ran into a dead herb there, so I'm gonna have to resume when I get to the Catherby patch. Then I'm gonna go to Ardone last because I didn't realize that I'm all out of super compost. So I'm gonna go to the bank real quick. And also, guys, have a fruit tree or a tree in general that can give you stuff, such as magic trees. I know they're really, really expensive, but if you actually cut the logs from the magic tree every day you see it, it can pay off for the seed, and it's basically free farming XP. So I have a palm tree, and the seed I think costs around, I'm just going to guess here, 60k, and I've gotten around 600 coconuts from that tree alone. So it's definitely worth it if you're willing and dedicated to do that. And remember, always do your dailies. I actually had a video about that. Didn't get the best feedback, but hopefully you guys understand what I meant by do your dailies. It's really just something to do when you're bored. I know a lot of us get bored over Christmas break, so it's always something to do. So farm runs, I know you guys are thinking skilling for profit. Shouldn't we be skilling for like actual XP? Farm runs or herb runs are not that much XP, and I actually planted a Candidine here because it was a daily challenge, guys. So sorry about that. And I didn't realize it gave off such good XP. Maybe I should do this more often. But So farm runs always pay for themselves if you don't have dead herbs and if you're doing the low level herbs. And I know this isn't the best skilling for profit guide because, well, I guess it is the best skilling profit guide because you're making the most profit, but it's not the most XP. So the next skill we're going to do after I finish this farm run, I'm going to price check my herbs real quick. I spent around 4K on the seeds and another 4K on super compost. So my investment for each herb run is just about 8K, and I should get around anywhere from 50 to 80 to 90K per run. So I'm making pure profit, and eventually I could sell that and buy more seeds and eventually get levels. So basically what I've done is the whole way I have not once planted a magic seed or any high level tree. The highest level tree I've ever planted was a palm tree seed. Other than that, it was papaya trees, and I could pick the fruit and reap benefits and actually get money and make money while getting farm XP. So I've never done any high level herbs that lose me money all the way to 72 farming. I have not gotten a farming level for like a whole 4 days now, and so basically all the herbs, I have 5K herbs in my bank. I believe that is around 2 levels of farming, so I'm making 15 mil every 2 levels of farming. So guys, if you want money, if you need money, skill farming for profit. And so let's see here. I know this is actually a really bad run because canatines, however you want to say that, are not worth that much. Yes, they aren't, but I got 16 of these grimy toflax, but still not a bad run. 60K, I will take that, and that's one of my worst runs ever. So we're quickly going to go to Edgeville and start our second skill. And I just realized, guys, I ramble on a lot. This is going to be a very long video, but hopefully you guys stick with me. The next skill we're going to be doing is fletching. Then we got crafting. I think after that, I might do a little wood cutting to show you guys how to profit wood cutting. And then after that, we might be over. I'm not sure. There are just so many skills you can profit from. So I might make this a 2-video series where I actually do skilling for profit if you guys like it that much. So please show your support in the comments or wherever you want to show your support so I can know when to continue this series. Alright guys, so I guess I'm not going to pause the video at all. So basically, if you want to make money fletching, I found the only way that I like to make money fletching is by getting the best pretty good XP and making minimal profit. So let you guys see, I did buy maple logs. This is back when the EOC basically first came out and everyone was selling everything. Maple logs went down to 36 GP each. I think they went down to 34, but I bought them at 36. As you can see, each one is up to 52, so I've made a lot of money just off them alone. But 1.4K per inventory, and you're gonna actually use your knife, and you should be able to do this. The lowest fletching level, a lot of us should have at least 50 fletching. So you could do maple short bows, and that still will make you a tiny profit, but I actually like to do maple shield bows, and we're quickly going to do an inventory here. I'm not going to talk, so I'll be right back when this is done with the inventory, and I almost have a fletching level. Cool. And again, guys, while I'm doing this, if any of you have any idea how I can get rid of the matched third-party content or the copyright notices, it says Jagex Ltd is the administrator for the content. I tried to say it's my original content. I use my own recorder and stuff, and I couldn't get it to say it's my own, so it's kind of annoying. But as you can see, guys, you should end up with around 1.6K. I'm gonna guess that. Watch me be wrong. But 1.4 to 1.6K per inventory with maples, and again, they're so cheap. You can buy them in great bulk amounts, and you don't have to have money to do this. Of course, it is always easier for me because I do have money. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, can you please give me ways to make money from scratch? And it's really hard actually in this game. So I guess you'd have to actually start from scratch by killing. I know feathers right now are 27 GP each or around that, so I guess go kill chickens until you make a few K and work your way up. It's not that hard. So as you can see, 1.4K to 2.6K. And you can get around, I guess I'm going to be realistic here. I hate when people are unrealistic. You can get around, I would say, anywhere from 60 to 80K XP per hour doing this fletching method, and you're making a bunch of money. Actually, I'm going to show you guys. You guys see right here, I've actually so far fletched 9K maple short bows, so I'm going to actually withdraw the same amount and show you guys how much profit I've made off this skilling method so far. And this is just skilling in my free time when I feel like doing it. It's like every other day, for like 10 minutes a day. So I actually only spent 36 GP each, but let's say I spent 480K on those maple logs. How much did I make? 860K. That just puts into perspective how much you guys could be making. It's basically a free skill to do, and they do sell and they do buy for lower. So remember, that's always a good thing to do. There's always free XP out there, guys, but we just don't understand where it is. And I'm going to go right into the next skill, guys, which is going to be crafting. As you guys know, I do like to do crafting. I do like to craft urns a lot, and I do buy a lot of soft clay. So quickly, we're going to withdraw this soft clay, and actually I'm going to price check it for you guys before I teleport to Varrock and go to the soft clay place. But please pay attention, because these can be a very, very good money maker. And I'm actually going to show you guys which urns sell and which urns you should do, and how to choose an urn, and how to be patient in the GE. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything sold. So, I know soft clay are probably going up because a lot of people are doing these urns, but 4.1k is your initial investment. That is not a lot of money, because you can make a lot of money back. So 4.1k, let's keep that in mind as we teleport to Varrock. And we're going to be making, at first, when you go to this pottery house, I'll explain it when we get there. Alright, so you're going to teleport to the Varrock lodestone, go directly north, and then go directly east. And how I remember is east is you're going to point your hand in front of you when you're running like this. Never go to the right, eat, go down again, soggy waffles. And northeast, southwest, I guess that's kind of just a trick I learned when I was younger. But as you can see here, we're at the potter's wheel. First thing you're going to do is go to the potter's wheel and make the type of urn that you want. There are so many urns. I suggest making the best urn you can. So let's say it's a cooking urn. I can't make the best one, but I can make a strong one. So I'm going to make one of each and show you, and this is basically how I find the best method on what urns to make. So make one of each, guys, and then you'll find which one sells the fastest in the GE. I'm not going to make one of everyone. I don't know why I did the cooking urn, probably because that's the lowest crafting level required. I do recommend you guys getting these crafting levels. Crafting is really worth it when you're doing urns, because you can make a lot of profit doing it. So I'm quickly going to make a fishing urn, and then I think I'm going to do a prayer urn and woodcutting. I'm going to do a woodcutting urn and then a prayer urn. And of those four, they do range in crafting levels, but the lowest requirement is going to be that cooking urn of crafting level 51. So I know a few of you were messaging me earlier your levels and asking for a money making guide. I do suggest making urns for your money while you can, because the urns do crash over time. I'd not to say that every urn crashes, but urns do crash as more people make them. So if this method gets exploited by a lot of people, of course those urns are going to crash, sadly, of course. So you have to actually diversify, and you have to be patient. It's not that hard to wait a while in the GE for these things to sell, and they will sell, especially these infernal urns, because as people do Slayer or monster killing, PVM, they will need these, and they give you out great prayer XP. So I do recommend infernal urns if you can, but everyone needs urns eventually if they're going for maximum XP. So you do realize that everyone does use urns eventually. So if you're patient in the GE and wait for things to sell, they will sell. And so this is another way to skill for profit. It's free craft XP, and you can make good money doing it. I actually in the process of making 2.5k urns of different kinds to make several different amounts of money. I started off making strong woodcutting urns, and I have not sold them yet. I'm going to hold them. I also made decorated fishing urns, and I'm going to focus most of mine on the infernal urns for people who use Slayer, and I can also use them myself for prayer XP. So we're going to go to the GE here, and I'm actually going to pause the video until they all sell and see what prices they sell for. Usually urns of necessity sell for at least 1k or above if you're willing to wait, and so that's 1k per urn. Think if you can do a couple hundred urns per hour, you're making a couple hundred k per hour, and that's a very good investment to have as you're doing a skill, you're leveling up a skill and still making insane profit. So I'll be right back, guys. I think, guys, I'm going to have to apologize real quick. I don't think that's the best method anymore. Making urns is, you know, it used to be good money, but I'm not sure if you have days worth of patience, I'm pretty sure the urns will sell. You're going to make profit no matter what. You're going to the soft clay, you're only spending about 300 GP per urn, so you're going to make profit. But I guess the method has been, you know, exploited so much. But I am still going to do urns. As you can see, I'm not going to show you guys a method that I'm not going to do myself. I still think it's a good money making guide. I still believe in myself. That's a good money making guide. So I'm not going to recommend it to anybody. If you're looking for fast profit, don't choose soft clay and urns because they do take a while to sell. I'm just going to say that right now. So we're going to go do wood cutting real quick. And then we're going to go, I think, smithing. And that's going to be my last skill because this is going to be a 20-minute video. So let's get our hatchet and let's go wood cutting. I'm going to be cutting my yew. And I say my yew because it actually is my yew tree. And it's actually my own planted yew tree. And it's actually by ivy. And so a lot of you know, or a lot of you should know, the requirements for woodcutting ivy. Actually, I don't even know that. I meant to say a lot of you should know that you can cut ivy. Sorry, wow, I'm really stuttering there. You should be cutting ivy if you want the fastest XP, but if you want to make money, I do recommend planting your own tree by an ivy plot. So if you're going to go to teleport to the Varrock teleport, sorry about that, and you're going to go directly north to the Varrock castle, and then right of that is a farming plot for a tree. And as you guys can see, I do have a yew tree planted right by the ivy. It's really handy, so I can basically chop this yew down and make money, and then go directly back here to ivy. So this is how I skill wood cutting for profit. Is yew logs actually go for around 400 to 500 GP each in the GE, and that's really good money. And of course, I get really unlucky and only have one yew log go, but that does not matter, guys. If you sit here for an hour, you can get anywhere from 60k woodcutting XP and also make a lot of money. As you can see, I just got a quick 600 XP there from cutting 2 ivies. So this is how I skill woodcutting for profit. I don't want to make it that short, but you can get really good woodcutting XP and make money off your yew trees. So I'm actually gonna pause the videos before, and you know what? I don't want this to be a boring video for you guys, so I'm gonna stop woodcutting. That's just what I recommend. So I do recommend planting a tree of any kind. You could, plant as low as a maple if your farming level is not good enough, or maybe a magic tree, and that's a really good way to make money, as magic logs are worth 3 times or even more than yew logs. So if you have the woodcutting levels, do that. It's great free woodcutting XP, and it's actually a fast skill. It's not the fastest skill anymore, but it is still a fast skill. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to be pausing the video. I kind of like just doing a continuous video. This is going to take forever to upload, because it's going to take an hour or two to actually render, because it's almost going to be a 20-minute video. The last skill for this video, guys, and then I promise you, sometime later this week, I will be doing a different video about different skills to do. Possibly going to be mining, fishing, because I have 99 fishing, the only basically useful 99 I have. And then a lot of you guys think that skilling is just skills that don't involve combat. I'm going to be doing some combat skills for profit, which involves Slayer a lot of times, and it actually is profit. If you're not using the cannon, you can profit all the time from Slayer. So I'm going to actually buy some gold bars, guys. So if we're going to be doing profit for smithing, we're going to need gold bars, guys, and I'm actually going to check the smithing requirements for this. You're going to be making gold bars into gold bracelets. So let's go to smelting. Hopefully this is right. I don't want this to take forever. Okay, I think you need at least 40 smithing. That shouldn't be too hard to get. You're going to buy gold bars and be making it into gold bracelets, and it's basically free XP, because you can make actually pretty good profit by buying the gold bars in the GE below price or minimum price, and then selling the gold bracelets for the same price. They do sell for more than the gold bars, and it's basically how people get 99 smithing a lot of times, because they can't go to the artisan's workshop or whatever that is and spend all that money. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, so as you can see, I bought 28 gold bars for 3.5k exactly. So let's go smelt these gold bars into bracelets and see how much money we can make out of it. Hopefully we can make a decent amount. I'm not too sure if these gold bracelets have crashed. That'd be a little awkward, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I know you guys actually enjoy the longer videos. For some reason, you guys like hearing my voice for longer periods of time, and I actually do have a secret to tell you guys. Next video, it's a pretty big thing for me. It's not anything personal. It just has to do with YouTube and some new videos I'll be making, possibly in a new arena, a new area, I guess you could say. So it's really big news. I hope you guys are excited for me. It's not anything absolutely huge, but again, for the third and last time, if any of you know how to get rid of third-party match content and all that kind of stuff, please let me know, because I don't want my videos to get removed on YouTube. It'd kind of be embarrassing having like 2 videos left on YouTube. But here you guys go. Gold bars of inventory. You can make any of these. I know that the gold bracelet is profit. The gold amulet might be, but I'm going to go with the gold bracelet, because people actually use amulets. I mean, people actually use stones on these gold bracelets to make combat bracelets. I know the sapphire bracelet, if you actually do the enchant that, it's some really weird bracelet that has no like benefits at all, and some people make that and stuff like that. I just said that a lot. So I'm actually going to pause the video real quick, and as you can see, I actually get decent XP per inventory. Should get around 700 XP per inventory, and you can do inventories in a minute exactly, or around 55 seconds. So I'll be right back, guys, in 17 seconds. Alright, guys, so 700 XP, and we are now done with that. I'm going to pick up my orts real quick, then we're going to come back, pick up my bracelet, because that is profit, and I'm going to bank these orts real quick. And now we're going to go directly to the GE. How was your guys' Christmas? Mine was actually really good. I had a lot of fun. I actually did a little something different this year. Instead of getting presents, we actually traveled to you guys know Chicago, if you watched my previous video, I actually traveled to Chicago. It was just so fun to hang out with my family for once, and we actually had a really good time. We actually went out for breakfast this morning after going to church. I know we go to church, it's weird. Make fun of me if you want, but let's quickly go here and let's see if these sell and what they sell for, because that was, I'm not gonna lie, like, I hate money making guides where people are like, oh, that probably took about 5 seconds, so we can say that's a 2 mil an hour guide. No, it's not. And there you guys go. You almost double your, okay, no you didn't. You got 5.8k back. You only invested 3.5k, 2.3k profit per inventory. I think that's pretty good, especially for the smithing XP you get. So if you guys want another skilling guide like this, I would love to do one. It would involve Slayer, PVM, possibly thieving. I know it would involve fishing and mining, and if you guys want to see that, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you tune in tonight for another video. Hopefully it's going to be a good video as well. Hopefully not as long though, because this is a 21-minute video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great Merry Christmas. Hope you guys got a lot of good presents and enjoyed your break. And until next time, have a great day, have a great night, and good luck scaping. Hi everybody.